Hey, Ernie friends, it's Dawn from Ninja Bunny Crochet. I'm back. So you might be wondering, what happened? Where'd you go? What's going on? Stick around and you'll find out. Okay, this is what happened. I started doing craft shows in the spring of 2023, and I was way underprepared to do craft shows and continue with with YouTube and crochet designing, and I took on babysitting my little baby cousin, who is absolutely adorable, and I got to put a picture of her in here. As you can see, she's adorable. She's just turned a year old. Love her to pieces. So, anyway, I was not prepared for the amount of inventory you needed to do the number of shows that I had scheduled. I was scheduling 1 to 2 shows a month. I was usually about 2 weeks in between shows. Sometimes I had a little bit more time. Sometimes I had 3 weeks. Sometimes I only had a week. And I underestimated in the amount of inventory, not only the amount of inventory, but I really didn't have a good grasp on what is selling in the at craft shows in my area, or craft shows in general. I was kind of thinking the same things that I used to sell 20 something years ago, you know, baby sweaters and baby outfits. And honestly, that was not what was selling. So I had made all of these baby sets, and no one was interested in any of that stuff. So I had to switch gears and make up new inventory of what people wanted, which was honestly stuffies. That's what people wanted. And I had to learn a new skill set on top of creating inventory. And a young lady from my church, who's a high schooler, she does a lot of crocheting amigurumis and stuffies. And she taught me a lot about how to do the amigurumis and how to do the stuffies. So I wouldn't say that I am an expert in any way, shape, or form of making stuffies, but I can make some pretty cute stuffies now. So I started making stuffies. I invited her to come along on the craft shows and sell her stuffies, which she actually outsells me, which is, I think, is phenomenal that she sells more than I do. I think it's wonderful that she does that, because she's sells her profits that she makes goes towards not only buying her more yarn because she loves crocheting, but she also uses it to help fund her, like, her band trips and stuff and things like that that she wants to do. So I think that's really great that, you know, she's come up with a way to fund the things that she wants to do. And she, in turn, has also taught me how to do amigurumi, which I thought was great because it is a skill set. It's different than just regular crocheting. Amigurumi is a separate skill set from crocheting. So I think it's really great. We've had a good time. But I was getting overwhelmed. I was running out of spoons by the end of the week, between trying to get enough inventory so that I had stuff to sell, and taking care of Athena, taking care of the baby, and then taking care of my family, and being able to spend time with my husband. And I was running out of spoons. I just didn't have any time. And then it was like, oh gosh, I need to make a video now. Well, what am I going to make a video on? I don't have a pattern. I don't have time to design any new crochet patterns. My mind is just so exhausted with learning this new skill set of amigurumi. I don't have time to design a crochet pattern. So something had to give. And what gave was not giving up my channel, but just not adding new content to my channel for a little bit. So I'm going to be doing a little bit different on my channel. I am still going to try to do some new tutorials, just not as many as I had done in the past. But for 2024, I am still doing craft shows because I really found that I did enjoy doing the going out there, meeting the people and talking to new people, and I do enjoy making amigurumis. But I'm trying to get ahead of it now instead of the way I did it last year. So I've got a set number of things that I'm going to make, and I'm going to try to get ahead of it. Like, it's January now. It's January 2024, and my first show is not till the middle of May. So I have 4 months basically to get a large number of inventory up, but I'm going to also continue to make more inventory during the season as well to replace the inventory that I'm selling, but hopefully that will keep me ahead so that I'm not feeling so overwhelmed and overworked during the season to keep up with the markets. And I should be able to make some videos as well. They might be vlog videos like this. I'll be talking about maybe doing some market prep videos, showing you what I've made, talking about the markets, talking about what sold, what didn't sell, and things like that. And just talking about basically crochet in general, crochet and yarn in general. And if I can get in a few tutorials here and there, that'll be basically icing on the cake. So let me get into what I have made so far and show you what I've got. But first, I take a drink. And I'm not sponsored by this company at all, but if you've tried this company called Circle, these are phenomenal. They get you to drink a lot more water too. So the first thing I want to show you is my turtles. I love making these turtles. Right now I just have sunflower turtles made, but I've got lots of different style turtles. But for now I just have sunflower turtles started. So here's one of my sunflower turtles. Now I'll link the patterns down below, so if you want to make some of these patterns too, if you want to make some of these turtles. Isn't this adorable? And I got a Cricut for with my Joann's gift cards for Christmas, and I started making these eyes. So I can make these cute eyes, these felt eyes. So this is one of the turtles, my sunflower turtle. And most of the yarn that I use for the amigurumis is Premier's, let me get this right, Premier Basics Chenille Brights. It's a lot like Bernat Blanket, but it's softer and it's a little bit thinner, so it's easier on my hands because I have rheumatoid arthritis, so the Bernat Blanket can be really stiff and hard on my hands, but this yarn is so much softer and it's so much easier on my hands. Look at that turtle, isn't she cute? So I have that one, and I believe this is Caribbean. That color green is called Caribbean. And then I have this turtle, and that is in teal. And this is the caramel color, and mustard is the color for the petals. This one is, I believe it's just called yellow. I think it's just called bright yellow or lemon. But then I made that eye too. That's got silver glitter on it. So yeah, that one's cute too. I guess this one could be a boy. Being teal, I don't know. I tend to call them all girls, but who knows. And then I have one in sand with the caramel and mustard flower. And then here's another one in emerald with the green eyes, which I thought that looked really nice. And this has got the lemon and caramel shell, where the other Oh, that was the teal one. But, so yeah, they're all kind of a little bit different. And then I have two made in sage with the mustard and caramel shells. Except for I don't have their eyes on yet. I gotta put eyes on these guys. I have to put the eyes on them. And then I have one done in, I believe this is Chenille Home Slim, it's called, from Michaels. I tried some of this yarn. I made turtles last year at the market out of this yarn. I'm not a big fan of this yarn. It is definitely soft and it's pretty yarn. The problem I have with this yarn is that it's very, how do you want to put it, delicate, I guess it would be. It's difficult to frog because it tends to shed a lot, and then you end up with breaks in the yarn where you can see the string. And when you're trying to sew the head on, because this is the only thing that you have to sew on this pattern is the head to the turtle. The flippers, you crochet them in, and the tail you crochet in. It's a really cute pattern. You have to sew the head on. And what I do is I take 2 knitting needles and I put the knitting needles through the head, through the body to hold the head on while I'm sewing it so that I get the head on straight. And while you're sewing the head on, the yarn, the fuzzy, tends to shed, and then you end up with like these breaks in the yarn and you end up with like string. So I really don't particularly like that. I do have some Parfait Chunky. I haven't tried it yet. I've heard that Parfait Chunky doesn't shed as much as that, but I heard that it still does shed, so but I haven't tried it yet. But I really like this Premier Basics Chenille Brights. This is my favorite one. They do have a basic chenille. It comes in bigger balls. It's a little bit thicker, more close to Bernat Blanket, but it's still nice. I've used that too. They don't have as many colors as the Brights. The Brights has like 15, I think, colors, 15, 20 colors, something like that. A good amount of colors, not as many as Parfait Chunky, but still a good amount of colors. And let's see what's next. I got my bucket over here. So if you see me looking down, that's why I'm looking down. I've made some alligators. So I think these are cute. So I have a couple of alligators. Because I figured I've got little boys that are always looking for stuff, and they always go, oh, well, you have cute things. They look at the cutie stuff and they're like, nothing for me here. So I figured I'd make some alligators. Then I've got chickens, because chickens seem to be really popular. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 different color chickens that I made. This is a black and white. This is Bernat Blanket. And then this is kind of a multicolor. Again, this is Bernat Blanket. It's got like these, just very subtle. I think it's the Bernat Frosted, I think it's called. I don't remember because I kind of ditched the label. I think I got 4 chickens out of 1 ball of Bernat Blanket, so that was not too bad. And then this is the chenille. Oh, I already put a tag on this one. That chenille Premier Basics Chenille Brights. And this is the sand color. And this one looks bigger than this because what happened is the time I made this was one that I had made actually last season, and this is one I made recently. And the difference, the reason why this one's smaller than this one is that I learned a new technique. This one's done with the yarn under yarn over technique, and this is made with the yarn over technique. So when you do a yarn under, yarn over, it comes a little bit smaller because your stitches are tighter and closer together, which helps you with any kind of gaps so that you don't have any spaces. So this one it's a little bit bigger because it has a little bit more spaces in it. And not that the stuffing is not showing in this, but it's not as stuffed. It's a little bit squishier because it's not as stuffed as this one. So over time, this one might not last as well. It might collapse a little bit, where this is going to hold up a little bit longer. So when I've learned that doing the yarn under, yarn over technique gives you a tighter fabric, and you can stuff it more so that you can get a tighter packing in your stuffing, which will help your stuffies last longer, help your plushies last a little bit longer over time, especially if they're played with a lot. So just some little things that I'm learning about amigurumi that I didn't know about prior. So, and let's see, now I made a bunny couple. These are super, super cute. Here's the little boy, and he's got a little carrot bag. Look at this, he's got a little poof poof tail. I think he's so cute. And then I made his little girlfriend. There's his little girlfriend. And she's got a poof poof tail too, right there. There's her poof poof tail. So she's pretty cute too. So the two of them together. Now I figured, I'm not going to necessarily sell them as a set, but they could be a set because somebody might not want both of them. But if somebody only wanted one, I'm not going to tell them that they have to buy both. I'm going to sell them individually. But I've actually already got people who have put in orders for these bunnies already. So I'm not even had a show yet, and I got people wanting the bunnies. So I think that's pretty cool. And then I made a snake. Made a rainbow snake. I just thought it was really cute to make a rainbow snake. So I figured it's not like a realistic looking snake, but I thought it was pretty cute. I kind of go for the cute over realistic. I know some people like realistic, especially when it comes to things like snakes, but I thought this was super cute. So now these next items that I made are done basically with scrap like acrylic yarn, because I have a huge tote full of scrap yarn. So I didn't what am I going to do with all this scrap yarn? So I been searching out, little projects. I figured, why not? So I found this on Crafty Kitty Crochet. It's an ice cream octopus. I thought it was so cute. And, I know she's not sitting like straight on my hand, but she kind of sits straight on the table. The little cone is off to the side, but it's super, super cute. So I made like a bunch of these with some scrap yarn. So I got them in different colors. So I thought they were so cute. And they work up really, 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 really easy. They work up so quick. And they're just adorable. I think they're so cute. So this pattern, you can buy the PDF, but I think she also has it on her blog. So I'll link it in the description box below, because I'm pretty sure she has this one on her blog too, where you can get this one for free. But I bought the PDF off of her Etsy shop, I believe. But you can I believe she has a free version on her blog. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? I think it's so cute. So let me grab my last one here. I just think these are so cute. And I got one more thing to show you before I go. One of my subscribers on my Facebook page was talking about these, and this is a free pattern. It's a YouTube video, and these are tic-tac-toe bags. So you make the little bag, and then inside you make these little markers so that you can play tic-tac-toe. So I have red markers and yellow markers in the green bag. And then in the cream color bag, I made purple and pink. So I'm definitely going to make a few more of these because I think they're really cute, and I think they'll sell. So that's a tic-tac-toe bag. It's like a travel tic-tac-toe game. I think they're super, super cute. I think it would be like, it would definitely like work for, well, if you're doing an Easter market. I'm not doing Easter markets, but if you are doing an Easter market, these would go good in like an Easter basket. If you're doing a Christmas market, good for a Christmas stuffing, stocking stuffer. So either way, but I'll put links to all of the patterns that I showed you today in the description box. Like I said, some are free, some are not, some are paid. But that way, if you want to make any of these items for yourself or for markets, you can do so. So thanks for watching and happy crocheting. I'll see you in the next video. Have fun. Bye-bye.